NMAX Center in Lethbridge is the site. The Lethbridge Hurricanes, the Edmonton Oil Kings, the scene. It's the top two teams of the Eastern Conference going head-to-head tonight here at the NMAX Center. The Oil Kings, in fact, lead the entire Western Hockey League with 89 points. The Hurricanes, they sit 12 points back in the divisional and conference standings behind the Oil Kings. A must-win, you have to think, tonight if the Hurricanes want any hopes of capturing the Central Division crown and catching and, of course, surpassing these said Oil Kings.
We've had some playoff feel-type games here over the last month inside the NMAX Center, but this one, it almost feels like it is a playoff game. You talk about must-win to catch Edmonton. I think that can be a great thing for the Hurricanes to use in this game. It's not obviously the playoffs, but it is as close to a must-win without being into the playoffs as you're going to get before the playoffs. So I think this is a big contest for not only the Hurricanes to try and get the right result, but show that they can really play with this top seed Edmonton Oil King team.
The Hurricanes will go broadcast left to right in their blue jerseys on this Blue Friday, trimmed in red and white. The Oil Kings will skate right to left in their road whites, trimmed in burgundy and blue. The officials for tonight brought to you by the Stovepipe Company. Home is where the hearth is. Wearing the armbands tonight, the referees, number 67, Mike Langen, number 71, Braden Arcan. The linesman, number 78, Aiden Henderson, and number 92, Devin Kohlhauser. The video goal judge is Dave Shaw. It'll be the line of Dylan Cousins, Oliver Ocular, and Zach Stringer to get things started for Lethbridge, up against the Liam Keeler line with David Cope and Ethan McIndoe on his flanks. And we're underway from the NMAX Center with Edmonton winning the first draw and getting the puck quickly into the attacking zone on the left boards. Ethan McIndoe will play it to the corner. Liam Keeler, first one to it there. He'll spin it back down low for McIndoe once again. Being pressured there by Kalen Addison. Puck comes to the blue line. Stewart, a long shot, went off his stick into the far corner. Ocular back after it, plays it to the corner for Polivko. Up the wall for Cousins, and he'll find Addison, who lays it forward to Ocular, left wing center. Moving it over the Edmonton line, throws one to the net. That hits Stringer in the backside. And Liam Keeler swoops back to get the puck and turn back to center. Up across the Hurricane line, Keeler, a long shot. And the first test on Carl Tedachuk comes 38 seconds in as he's equal to the
Hurricanes'
task
first
and covers
period
up
is
for a
brought to you
whistle.
by Kodiak
Sometimes
Heating and Air Conditioning.
a thing that
Kodiak
you need
Heating
to
and Air
do to
Conditioning,
improve
your
defensive
premier
play,
Dave Lennox dealer, serving
it's
Southern
very
Alberta
easy,
since
but it's easier
1975.
said than done a lot of times, is shorten up your shifts. Well, the Hurricanes right there, they're only in their zone for maybe 20 seconds. They break out of their zone, don't get a great opportunity, so they peel off immediately on a change, and now they got fresh bodies.
Face-off win for Edmonton in the attacking zone. Robertson floats one to the net. That goes wide. Atkinson gets it to the side, and Cutter Such couldn't control, and the Hurricanes clear the puck up the wall. Wheatcroft will force it to center. Shot back in by Atkinson. Knocked aside by Tedachuk, and Thurston will rip it around left boards. Off the skate of Davis to the line. Held in, long shot. Blockered away by Tedachuk. Puck comes free into the corner for Carter Such. He got taken down in the corner. Barloghi plays it up the right side. Good pinch by Robertson. Good start for Edmonton. Puck at the line for Williams. He'll let a shot go through a crowd, and they hit the pad of Tedachuk, and the Hurricanes clear to center. Here's Barloghi up to neutral ice. Moving in one-on-one. Tried to dance in and got taken down. Robertson will take the puck to the far boards. Played ahead to the near side at center, out of the reach of Such. Taken back by Wilson. He'll find Prefontaine. Just scoops the puck ahead to the Edmonton zone. Dohaniak will go back. He'll get there first ahead of Dino Combites, who's forechecking. Puck play to the far boards, squirts into the middle, and Sawchuk will get it forward for Dylan Gunther. The 16-year-old will spin the puck in. Tedachuk tips it over to Thacker. He'll go near side. Pass was behind Combites, who now gets a feed ahead, and Thacker has a lane. Trying to pull in to the net. Thacker couldn't get a shot. Tried to go to the backhand, and Loden Schaffler came over to take him out of the play. So Schaffler is in. Keegan Slaney is out for the Oil Kings. Those were the two game-time decisions. Schaffler on the left wing side will go cross ice for Wyatt McLeod. Ended a lengthy goalless drought against Lethbridge last time out in Edmonton a couple of weeks ago. He'll dump the puck into the Lethbridge zone, and back will go Prefontaine. Hurricanes still looking for their first shot, still looking for our first goal in this game. Edmonton's Alistrov will tip the puck in. Wilson gets it for Nash. He'll tap off for Jones under pressure, just knocks it out to center. Corralled back by the Oil Kings. Cap will take it on the right wing boards. D for Samuel Stewart, former Tri-City American, will go rink wide for Jalen Lipin. His pass knocked off stride by Davis, who flips the puck in, and back will go Stewart. Chipped it up the near boards. Horseman got hit. Good pinch by Cotton, but now it comes free, and Alistrov will get it into Lethbridge territory. Tedachuk will play it himself around for Dylan Cousins, fresh off the bench. Leaves for Joe Arnson, and Arnson will go hard to center for Alex Cotton. Chipped it in, comes through to Ocular. His shot steered away by Warm. First shot of the game for the Hurricanes comes 3 minutes in. Here's Addison, a point shot tipped to the front, and that was off the stick of Stringer, up and out of play for a whistle.
Earlier in that sequence, Josh Williams threw a very sneaky shot from the top of the circle on goal. Carl Tedachuk, Carl Tedachuk there he tried to just sneak it along the ice, and it almost did sneak through the 5-hole of Josh Williams. We've seen 3 big hits here to start the period as well.
Canes win a face-off win inside the attacking zone. Cousins down low, pressured. In comes Stringer, gets it to Ocular. His shot block comes back to Addison, right point. He'll walk the line, lets a shot go. That hit the stick out of the hands of Ocular. Puck taken by Stringer, left corner. Leaves for Cousins, tried a blue line pass. That hit the referee. Mike Langen in the way. Puck battle along the wall comes free, and Logan Dohaniak will get it for Edmonton. On the left boards, just chips it up the wall and out to center. Tipped ahead by Neighbors. Back is Addison to regain control. Kalen Addison pass ahead right wing side for Oliver Ocular. He'll delay inside his own zone and start to center. Approaching the 4-minute mark here in the first period. A pass for Addison was off the mark, and Sawchuk will force it back to center. Stringer intercepts and starts back in. A pass for Barloggy. He got stood up by Dohaniak, and McLeod will get the puck and start back to center ice. Up across the line, moving in, works it to the corner. Leaves for Ethan McIndoe. McIndoe on the left board, spins it down low. David Cope will go back on the attack. Wilson gets the puck and feeds it forward. Canes will transition with speed. Here's Davis on the right wing. Moving in, lets a shot go, and Warm at the top of the crease will take that in the crest and cover up for a whistle.
Might want to be aware if you're the Hurricanes when 24 White's on the ice, as he's laid 2 huge hits here in the first 4 minutes and 20 seconds. His first shift, or his second shift of the period, he laid out Chase Wheatcroft in the neutral zone. Then that time he steps up on Logan Barloggy, who tries to cut outside inside to get a good scoring chance inside the Oil Kings defense, but Dohaniak once again steps up and lays the boom.
Faceoff will come to the left of Beck Warm inside the Edmonton zone. Combites Hall and Thacker out right now as the puck comes free to the line. Cotton loads, won't shoot, feeds it back down the right boards. Combites let fly, and that deflected high. Thurston holds left point. He'll play it back in behind the net. Combites right corner out with the puck. Tried a little short pass for Hall. That didn't work. Comes to the blue line. Cotton able to hold. Fired it in deep after it goes capped. He'll shoot it up the boards and tipped out by Josh Williams. Thurston will stride back in his own zone to get it, and they rule it icing. And the faceoff will come all the way back down into the Edmonton zone, and the Oil Kings won't be able to change.
Won't shock me if the Oil Kings bench isn't too pleased with that icing call. It kind of looked like Trevor Thurston reached out with his stick. Don't know if he got a piece of it. Hard to tell from our angle. Must not have. The linesman obviously closer than we are to decide that. Doesn't call Thurston or wave off the icing call, so it is icing. Hurricanes get an offensive zone draw.
4 and change gone here in this first period. No score as the Canes win another offensive zone draw. Ty Nash on the right side tried to shoot, lost the handle. Able to just spin it down low for Jones. He'll leave off for Barloggy on a 4th line shift right now. It's the Hurricanes go with 7 defense at 11 forwards again tonight. Puck brought to center. Williams lost the handle. He's forced back. Plays it across for McLeod. Now near boards for Samuel Stewart. Over the 5-minute mark here in the first. No score. Edmonton leading the Banditos Incorporated shot clock 3-2. As the Oil Kings tip the puck, and Addison will swoop back to get the loose disc. Turns away from a forechecker. Plays it across to Cotton. He'll chip it ahead to Nash. Back into the middle. Cotton will force it to center. Takes control right side. Goes rink wide. Puck deflects to Jones. Head of a shift. He'll just rip it in. Beck Warm out of the net to set it up. Loden Schaffler strides back. Schaffler on the right side. Plays it to the boards. And Lipin will turn it back. Schaffler to the near boards. Hard forecheck. And a turnover. Puck free to the right wing. Cotton pinches. Cycles down low. Cousins. A tap off for Ocular. Didn't connect. Ocular stays on it. Feeds it back. Here's Polivko, a drive. That was blocked. Deflects to Cotton. He'll put it to the net. Deflected by Cousins into the corner. Dylan Cousins back along the wall. Fell, but cycles. Ocular, he blew a tire. Stays on the puck in a battle with Schaffler. In comes Stringer to knock it loose. Ocular back to his feet. Spins it to the blue line, and Cotton couldn't hold the blue, and Now the puck back to the Hurricane zone. Kant will spin it back to center. Edmonton changing. Ocular will take possession in neutral ice. Pass right side. Cousins brought in across the line. Got poke checked. And Cousins will regroup with a pass for Wilson. Now head off for a change as the Hurricanes complete their wholesale bid. Here's Robertson for Edmonton. Chip pass ahead on the left wing for Neighbors. Slips it through for Gunther. He'll move in. Spinning on the left side. Dylan Gunther tried to pass to the blue line. That was cut off by Wheatcroft. Battle free, and Barloggy will get the puck ahead to center for Davis. They'll zigzag at center. Davis will flip the puck in. Robertson goes back for Edmonton. His pass comes to an open side on the right wing, and Gunther will take control and turn it back for Logan Dohaniak. Still no score. First period approaching the 7-minute mark. Hurricanes and Oil Kings. Robertson will pass it forward for Sawchuk. Bank pass for Neighbors. He'll bring in with a feed out of the reach of Gunther. Cutting it off is Wilson, and he'll start to center. Tried to anyways, and Gunther knocked the net ajar behind Carl Tedachuk. And the whistle sounds for a stoppage. 7:06 elapsed here in the first period. No score.
Yeah, Gunther blew a tire there and knocked the net off. Earlier, what a fantastic job down low by Oliver Ocular and Zach Stringer. The two of them protect the puck down low in the corner against 3 Edmonton Oil King players. Eventually they work it up high, just hops over the stick of Cotton, but once again, we've seen it all year. Fantastic job down low by Oliver Ocular and Zach Stringer.
Puck free on the far boards in the Lethbridge end. Edmonton trying to work it to the front, but it comes free to Thacker. And the Fort Saskatchewan product will force the puck into the Edmonton zone. Stewart back got stapled. Hall gets a puck in front, and a swing and a miss by Combites. Comes back to Addison, right circle. Leaves back Thacker with room. Lets one go, put it wide. Deflects off the end boards. Hall to Thacker, and a good reach there by Stewart to knock it to the line. Held in, Hall right corner. Looking to the front now, feeds back to the blue line. Addison, point shot to the net, and it's in the midsection of Warm, who is kind of off center there on the save, but he's able to cover for a whistle with Combites right on the doorstep.
Fantastic job by Hall, Combites, and Thacker. Getting in front of the eyes of Beck Warm, forcing screens, making him look around the bodies in front. That time Combites appeared to get a redirect on that point shot from Addison, and Warm did a great job to keep that puck underneath him and not allow a rebound.
9-2-0-1 since joining the Oil Kings via trade from Tri-City is Beck Warm, a 2.48 goals against and a 909 save percentage. Has a 912 save percentage for the season. As a puck comes free for Wyatt McLeod, he'll lead the rush to center. Pass out of the right wing for Williams. He'll put one to the front. That goes off a stick to the corner. Battle near boards for Atkinson. Cousins there as well. The two captains in a battle. Puck free. Cousins trying to work it up the wall. Cotton will reverse, and Thurston will track after it. Trevor Thurston plays it around to Ocular. He got pressured right away by Robertson. Cousins gets a loose puck and sends it across Cotton. On the right wing, Cotton to center. Just drives the puck into the Edmonton zone. Comes free to the far boards, and Williams will get it as the Hurricanes complete a change. 8.5 gone here in the first period. The Hurricanes no score, the Oil Kings no score. Puck free to the left side for Jalen Lipin. He'll chip the puck to the Hurricane line. Turned back forward by Addison. Hall will get it ahead to Nash. He got hit there by Dohaniak, who stepped up again. Lipin gets a loose puck and chips the puck deep into the Lethbridge zone. Addison a hard rim. Dohaniak couldn't find the handle. Comes to the middle, and finding it on the right wing is Justin Hall. He was pressured there by Alistrov, and he'll turn it back deep into the Edmonton zone. Hard around, Barloggy cut it off. Hall left side, feeds back Arnson. D to D for Addison right boards. Addison feathers it across. Hall knocks it down. Cycles behind the net for Barloggy. He's got jump early in this one. Barloggy leaned off the puck, and Horstman will get it. Forces the puck ahead. Lipin put it back to the front, and that came right to the goaltender, who sweeps it aside for Dohaniak, and he'll just hoist it down to the Hurricane line. Arnson plays it to the near boards. Wheatcroft will tap it back. Addison with time. Will look up ice. Long lead feed picked up by Wheatcroft. Moving it on the right wing. Wheatcroft shoots up high. Missed the net. Trying to go high glove there on Beck Warm. Might have had some space as now Stewart gets the puck out to center ice. Neighbors forces it ahead. Cut off there by Wilson. He'll get it back forward for Wheatcroft. Hooked back for Wilson. Right wing boards at center. Pass behind Davis. Tipped into the Edmonton zone. Halfway through the first period. Still no score. 4-3. Oil Kings lead the shots. Puck free to the far boards for Dohaniak. Up ahead right wing Neighbors. Tips it through to center for Sawchuk. The leading scorer for the Oil Kings will work in with a shot. That was blocked. Prefontaine in a battle. Puck comes free to the right corner. Neighbors tried to center. Gunther was there. Prefontaine will shoot it around, and the puck deflects to center. A foot race. Hall trying to get there. Stewart over to check him. Hall centers for Thacker. Couldn't get it free, and it rolls through to the goalie, Beck Warm, and he'll cover for a whistle. Shots are 4 apiece. Still no score. 9:39 to go in the first. You're listening to New Age Kubota Hurricanes Hockey on 106.7 Rock.
Why not? Endure the process. Find passion in pain. Trade sleep for sweat. Why not us?
The Hurricanes'
4-4,
first
the
period
shots
is brought to you
favor
by Kodiak
no
Heating
one.
and
They're
Air
tied,
Conditioning.
as is the
Kodiak
score.
Heating and Air
No scoring
Conditioning,
so
your
far.
premier
Kind of a
Dave Lennox dealer,
kind of
serving
feels
Southern
tentative
Alberta
from both
since
sides early on in this one.
1975.
It does, but I also think it's a result of how great they've both played defensively to this point in this game, because the Hurricanes really haven't allowed any great opportunities for Edmonton, and vice versa, the Oil Kings haven't allowed the Hurricanes to generate anything into the middle of the ice.
Canes win a neutral or an offensive zone face-off. Here's a shot by Ocular, punched away by the blocker of Warm, and the puck comes free and brought out. Now a lead feed for Such. He'll move in, but offside. And the Hurricane line with 9:21 to go here in a scoreless first period.
It's still early, obviously, but it just feels like one of those games where if there's 1 or 2 turnovers, it could very well result in the back of your net and come back the other way, because in this hockey game, at least to this point, and from what we've seen of Edmonton this season, they really don't give up much.
Face-off win for Edmonton. They'll wrist the puck in as Addison goes back. He'll just scoop it ahead. Knocked down by Hall, trying to force it forward. Robertson cut it off. Now it's worked through. Conbite's in with a shot saved. Polivko on the rebound, pumped it wide. Conbite's right corner, feeds it all the way back to Addison. Takes it on his backhand. Leaves for Polivko. Right circle, cross seam. Good read, and Williams cut it off. He'll get control on the right wing and send it ahead for Atkinson. Up over the line, flips the puck hit. Addison will go back with 8:50 to go here in the first period. Hurricanes leading the shots 6-4 after being outshot 3-0 early. Here's Davis moving it over the line. Brett Davis hooked up, play goes on. Davis gets it, centered in front. It comes all the way back. Cotton fakes the shot, moves in, centered in front, side of the net, score! Brett Davis continues to roll. His 15th goal since joining the Hurricanes in 15 games, and the Hurricanes lead 1-0.
What a great job by Alex Cotton. He fakes the slap shot, steps around the sprawling forward, and then feeds it backdoor. Thacker was there, so was Brett Davis. He ends up being the beneficiary. Actually, that was Wheatcroft there along with Brett Davis. And Brett Davis taps it into the empty net, continues his red-hot streak with the Lethbridge Hurricanes as all the Oil Kings were caught puck watching.
For Davis, as mentioned, his 15th in as many games with the Hurricanes, his 24th of the season. Here's Cousins moving into the net at a save made by Warm. Cousins free to the right corner in the Edmonton zone. Trying to work it up the wall. It was cut off. Now forced to the line, and Neighbors will drop it back for Ethan Kapp. He'll work to center. Kapp pass ahead, and Gunther was offside at the Hurricane blue line. Here's the call on the goal. So Wheatcroft and Cotton draw the helpers on the goal by Brett Davis. He now has goals in 4 straight games. And you can add it up to 7 in those 4 games so far. As the Hurricanes have the all-important first goal, 1-0, they lead it as a puck cut off at center for Jet Jones. Worked it ahead for Nash, trying to pull in, but McLeod got back to take the puck. Wyatt McLeod left boards for Edmonton. He'll look up ice, has a man ahead, McIndoe. The pass goes the other way, out of the reach of Cope, and that'll end up being an icing call against the Oil Kings. Hurricanes have really come on since a probably, admittedly, slow start of the first couple of minutes.
They have. I thought they looked very tentative in the first couple of minutes of this game. They had a good bounce back shift, some physical play on the forecheck by Dino Combites, Ty Nash laying the body. I think that really turned the momentum in their favor at the start of this period. And sure enough, now they're out in front 1-0, and a team that's very successful when they score the first goal.
21-3, 2-4 this season are the Hurricanes when they strike first, as a puck taken free at center. Polivko couldn't find the handle. Now he'll turn it ahead for Ocular. Has it in his feet, able to force it forward for Cousins. Moving in, Stringer to the net. Cousins a shot, and Warm had some trouble with it, but was able to hang on with Stringer heading to the front.
What a great move there by Dylan Cousins. Kind of a toe drag to the inside of his body. Matt Robertson has his stick, which looks to be in great position. Cousins pulls it around it, snaps a shot, and almost sneaks one by Beck Warm. Not an easy guy to toe drag either if you're Dylan Cousins. You got Matt Robertson, a second-round pick of the New York Rangers.
Robertson taken 49th overall in last year's NHL draft by the Rangers. As a faceoff will come to the left of Beck Warm. Dino Combites will be waved out, so Justin Hall will come in to take the draw. Up against Atkinson, who wins it for the Oil Kings, and Dowhaniak will get it and go cross ice. Good collection there by Williams at his feet, works head to center, now over the Hurricane line. Lost the handle, and Thacker will just turn it back down to Edmonton territory. Samuel Stewart back, plays it across to the right wing. Dowhaniak's pass comes near side for Carter Such. He couldn't work it in. Now the Canes will start to center. Hall across the line, moving in with a snapshot, and Warm at the top of the crease swallows that with 7:02 to go here in the first period. The Hurricanes lead 1-0 and have been on a 9-1 shot stretch right now.
A little bit of a scrum after that whistle. Dowhaniak getting into it with Dino Combites. Doesn't look like anything will come of that. Yeah, you mentioned though the Hurricanes, ever since the first couple minutes, have really been all over the Oil Kings, doing a great job on the forecheck. Yeah, the Oil Kings for the most part have kept things to the outside, but the Hurricanes, the one time they were allowed to get an opportunity inside the dots, they did just that and they scored.
Face off to the right of Beck Warm is controlled by Edmonton, and Ethan Camp will hoist it out to center. Taken there by Trevor Thurston. He'll leave for Cotton, who starts to neutral ice. Pass ahead for Wheatcroft. Stick handles over the Edmonton line. Slipped a check as coming across was Tyler Horstman with some authority. And Wheatcroft able to see him coming, otherwise that would have been a big collision. Edmonton works the puck ahead, now brought in. Wheatcroft with a chance, a shot, and a left pad save for Warm. Puck free, Barloggy. Down the wall, Wheatcroft. Up top, a pass for Cotton. Point bid off a stick to the corner. Comes behind the net, Barloggy after it. Cycles for Davis. Right side, he'll reverse back behind the goal. Barloggy after it. Lipin over to check him. Puck free, Horseman will get it back for the Oil Kings, and he'll look up ice with time. Lead feed was behind, or kind of in a weird position for Lipin to control it, and it goes by him and down the ice for an icing call.
There's a difference between throwing your weight around and throwing your weight around with a purpose. The Hurricanes are throwing their weight around with a purpose. They got stick on puck when they're throwing the body, eliminating sticks for the Oil Kings to break the puck out, but not taking penalties either are the Hurricanes. Great job on the forecheck, forcing turnovers all over the ice.
Faceoff will come to the left of Beck Warm. False draw, and they'll do things over once again with 6:10 to go here in the first period. Hurricanes leading 1-0. 11-4, they lead the Banditos shot clock. Edmonton got out 3-0 on the shot clock early in this game. The Hurricanes have found their stride. Ocular will dig in for a draw after Cousins was waved out. And Horseman able to pull it back between his legs. Ethan Camp will get possession. Bank pass to center. Alistrov tied up there with Addison. Lipin comes in to get the loose puck, tried to play it deep, and it went off the skate of Prefontaine and up and out of play with just one tick less than 6 minutes left here in the first period. First period play-by-play brought to you by Kodiak Heating and Air Conditioning, your premier Dave Lennox dealer, serving Lethbridge since 1975.
Beck Warm, although he's allowed one goal past him in this opening period, I think he's had a good period. The Hurricanes have got traffic in front of him. He's made some nice saves and really hasn't allowed many rebounds. It's been a lot of one-and-done chances to this point for the Canes.
Face-off win for the Hurricanes defensively, and Prefontaine will get it and hoist it to center. Gloved down by Dohaniak. He'll take it left boards and drive it back in. Cousins leaned into him as the 224s collided. Hurricanes Prefontaine is tripped up down low, and that's going to be a penalty to Riley Sawchuk as the Hurricanes are going to head to the power play, leading 1-0 with 5:45 to go here in the first.
It really feels to me, at least, that the way Edmonton's kind of came out in the last, well, ever since the opening 2 minutes of this period, that the Hurricanes got to take advantage of what they can here in the last 5:45 of this opening period, because I got to think the Oil Kings are going to adjust come the second period to be better. So it feels like if you're the Hurricanes, take advantage of the opportunities you can get here, especially on this 2-minute man advantage.
Face-off will come to the right of Warm, and Edmonton will win the draw. Puck move to the near side, and Liam Keeler will turn and rifle it down, so the Hurricanes will start from behind their own net. Power play brought to you by Lethbridge Honda. Hurricanes going into the game tonight, the fourth best power play in the WHL as Ocular pursues on the left wing. Works the puck around the near boards. Addison up top, hustles to hold, sends it in behind the net. Ocular try to pass for Barloggy, comes right in front. Barloggy couldn't get a shot away. Just plays it to the boards, and Cousins will feed back to the line to set up. Here's Davis, one-timer, and he fanned on it. Ocular after it on the left boards. Davis gets it back to the blue line. Addison has Cousins rink wide. Addison walks. Waiting, pass, Davis, right circle, up top, Cousins spins it to the far side. It was out of the reach of Addison. Ocular will get to the puck and fire it around, skipped by Davis and out to center ice. And the Hurricanes will be forced to regroup once again. Here's Cousins starting to center. Works his way through neutral ice, left wing pass for Ocular. Tried to spin it back, lost the handle, and Jalen Lipin, shorthanded, will start to neutral ice. Spins inside the Hurricane zone, feeds it back to Stewart, and now for Cap. Talked about how the Hurricanes' power play is ranked 4th in the WHL. Well, Edmonton's penalty kill comes in tonight, 1st overall in the entire league, killing at 87% as Wilson starts in. Lets a shot go, and a glove saved by Warm, who is out to challenge.
Good dash there from Coltrane Wilson. The Hurricanes really didn't get anything going with that first power play unit, failing to connect on a few passes, which killed some valuable time for the Oil Kings penalty kill. We saw Jalen Lipin drop it back to the defense and kill probably 15-20 seconds. Coltrane Wilson decides just fire it in on Warm, get a face-off in the offensive zone, switch units, and see if they can generate something.
37 seconds left in the Lethbridge Honda power play as the puck squirts into the middle. After it is Justin Hall. He got pinned up against the boards. Cotton forces it down the boards. Good battle. Hall rips it around the dasher. Thacker will hustle it down. Dohaniak over. Thacker able to dock it to the corner. Combites hard to it. Hall into his aid. Puck in feet. Good work there by Edmonton to just keep it along the boards. Now it's back to the line, and it went off the wall and skipped past Wilson to his own blue line. Turned back quickly. Here's Cotton right side. Moving in, a pass to the middle for Davis. Poked off his stick to the line, and Cotton couldn't handle it. Bouncing puck controlled by Hall. He'll turn back. Power play done. Cotton at his own blue line. Feeds it ahead. Wheatcroft tipped it through to Jones. He'll flip it in. Back goes Dohaniak. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Hurricanes leading 1-0 on a goal by Brett Davis, his 24th of the season, 15th in as many games since joining the Hurricanes prior to the deadline. Here's Dohaniak, a pass ahead for Sawchuk. He'll tip it forward. Neighbors, lead feed for Gunther. Has Sawchuk heading to the net, but the pass didn't connect, and now Davis will turn it back to center. Cut off by Neighbors. He'll move in on the right wing. Pass to the front. Gunther to Sawchuk. He misfired. Tried a one-timer, had some space, but couldn't get a shot. Now a bid, and a glove save for Carl Tedachuk on Loden Schaffler on a one-timer.
First chance for the Oil Kings in quite some time, and their first shot in nearly 9 minutes as they get that shot from Schaffler. But a great 3-on-2 dash by the Oil Kings. They work it to the middle of the ice, hit Sawchuk, who's got it in a perfect spot to one-time the puck, fans on it, misses the net. We'll see if the Oil Kings can build some momentum off that penalty kill, though a great kill. Really didn't give up any opportunities to the Hurricanes.
Faceoff will come to the left of Tedachuk, 12-5. The Hurricanes leading the shots. 1-0, they lead the game. Faceoff win for Edmonton, put in deep after it goes Thurston. He got spun around on a forechecking Horseman. Horseman on the near side under pressure from Thurston. Played ahead, and Stringer will take it on the right wing. Tipped it to the Edmonton line and will give chase. Bit of a pick there by Robertson. Lipin tried to shoot it around but lost the handle. Puck forced to the boards. Now played ahead for Alistrov left side. Into the middle for Horseman. He'll start to center. Horseman across the Hurricane line. Try to pass. Broken up. Now Addison under pressure. Lost it. Brought in but offside as the Oil King Dauhaniak was trapped inside the zone after getting tied up with a Hurricane.
Dauhaniak's been physical in this opening period. He's been in things after the whistle as well. That time he gives a few words to Trevor Thurston, who a little bit stepped up there on the Oil King forward Horseman. Gave him a light nudge after the whistle.
Face-off at center, won by Edmonton, driven in by McLeod. Back is Polivko. He'll shoot it around to the near side. Worked into the middle, and Cotton will start it forward for Davis. He'll flip the puck in. Keeler goes back for Edmonton, knocked to the far side. Schaffler swatted around. Polivko left boards, trying to work it to the corner. Squirts loose, and Keeler will play it in front of his net for McLeod. And now set it ahead for David Cope. On the right side, Cope moving in, a snapshot, kicked aside by Tedachuk. Bouncing puck in the slot, and work to the boards. Keeler feeds it back to the line. Schaffler holds right point. A floater steered away and reeled in and covered by Tedachuk with 1:48 to go here in the first period. Still 1-0 Lethbridge.
Oil Kings have really gained some momentum off that penalty kill. A couple chances now. They come back inside Hurricane territory. The first look on the 3-on-2 in which Sawchuk fanned on. Then right there they get some bodies to the net. McAdoo fire a weak point shot that gets through the traffic, but Tedachuk right there to make the save.
Face off to the left of Tedachuk. And a false draw. They'll do things over. Combites in to take the face-off against Riley Sawchuk. Looks like the Combites Hall and Thacker line have had the matchup of the Sawchuk neighbors and Gunther line as a puck deflects into the Edmonton bench. Head out of play for a whistle. And we're not in playoff season as of yet, but that's where you start to really focus in on the matchup game. And so far in this one, it's the Hall Combites unit up against the top line for the Oil Kings.
I like that because these two guys can really protect the puck down low, and the best thing to eliminate offensive players, make them defend.
Here's a face-off win for the Canes, and Wilson will get it and float it forward. Good tip there by Thacker. It's Hinter to tip it in. Cap will go back for the Oil Kings. Thacker right on him. Lays the body. Puck jarred loose behind the net. Hall in trying to work it free, but it comes loose for Samuel Stewart. He'll pass it near side for Gunther. Rink wide feed. Sawchuk collects. Worked his way to the Hurricane line. Back will go Hall. He'll get it inside his own zone. Justin Hall chips it ahead for Combite. Sit over the Edmonton line. Dino centers. Hall to the net. He shoots, save, rebound, and Hall couldn't get the handle on it. Comes back to Prefontaine. Put one to the net. That floats wide. Comes to the near boards, and Neighbors will spin it forward. And all the way down the ice. A minute to go here in the first period. Prefontaine trying to pass, but the forwards were changing, and that'll result in an icing call against the Hurricanes with 55.2 seconds remaining here in the first period. 1-0 Lethbridge.
This might be one of the best periods I've seen from the Hurricanes holding their own defensive blue line. How many times have we seen in this first period where the Edmonton Oil Kings have failed to gain entry into the Hurricane zone and either brought the puck in offside or had to regroup in the neutral zone? Fantastic job in this period by the Hurricanes.
Face-off will come to the left of Tedachuk. Sorry, the right of Tedachuk. As Combites will dig in for the draw and win it clean to the corner. Wilson chops it up the glass to the line. Forced out. Could be a 2-on-1. Hall with Thacker. Justin Hall moving in. Cuts to the middle. Couldn't get a shot. Now Hall will settle a puck. Spins left side. Justin Hall works around the goal. Finds Addison a bid. And that was blocked en route to the net. Atkinson gets it for Edmonton and starts to center. Good back check by Cousins at center. And Thacker at the end of a shift will swat it in deep. Half a minute remaining here in the first period. A pass across by Robertson. Went through the goal mouth, very close to the goaltender's skates, but worked, and now Edmonton moves in. Pass to the line. McLeod, a hot shot, scores! Wyatt McLeod leaned into one off the bench and ties the game at 1 with 15 seconds left of the first period.
A rocket from McLeod, as you mentioned. He steps in off the point, really just a blind pass
Replays
by
brought to
the
you
Oil
by
Kings
Southwest
that
Design and
was
Construction.
intended for such. It misses him. Looks like the Hurricanes might go the other way on an odd man rush, and the Oil Kings catch a lucky break with McLeod streaking in off the bench. He has it on a platter, steps right into it. I think it might have glanced off a Hurricane on its way to the net, but either way, we're tied at 1 with 15 seconds to go.
The second of the season for Wyatt McLeod had gone over 35 games without a goal. Leading into the last meeting between these two teams, scored in that game and has the equalizer here late in the first, as it will come to an end in a 1-1 tie. Hurricanes outshot Edmonton 13-8 in that first period, tied. However, on the whole, a pretty good period for the home side.
Tonight's second period is brought to you by PuroClean. PuroClean restores the lives and properties of people who experience a tragic event. At PuroClean, we are known as the paramedics of property damage and are ready to respond day and night.
A 1-1 tie. Second period just underway with the Hurricanes preparing for an offensive zone faceoff to the left of Beck Warm. Hall will come in after Combites was waved out. Riley Sawchuk in to take it. Canes control. Here's Thacker on the right boards. Try to step to the front. He shoots, and that one off a body. Thacker's had some jump tonight. Feeds it back to the blue line. Prefontaine loads. Waiting. Now lets one go. It was blocked. Prefontaine able to hold the puck and now just send it to the far corner. Combites after it. Pressured there by Cap. Thacker spins it to the front. Knocked away from Hall. And a 3-on-2 to center for Edmonton. Neighbors works it to the near boards. After it goes Prefontaine. Wilson over to check Neighbors down low. Puck swung to the far boards. Robertson pinches in for Edmonton. Pressured. Prefontaine able to knock the puck away, and Hall will move it forward. Could be a 2-on-1. Lead feed for Thacker. On the right side, moving in. Alex Thacker across. Pass disrupted. Swing and a miss by Wilson out of the air. Hall will get up a loose puck in the corner. Centered. And it was on the wrong side of Thacker, and Edmonton will get the puck out to center ice. Shot in by Jake Neighbors. End of a shift for the Oil Kings. Hurricanes in the midst of a change as well as Prefontaine back to gather the puck behind his net. Just waiting. Cousins will swoop back and take the puck. On the right wing, tried to play it across. Good stick there by McAdoo to cut it off. Now Prefontaine will move it forward. Bouncing puck at center. Couldn't be corralled there by Ocular. Forced back to neutral ice. Bouncing puck. Gloved ahead by McAdoo, and Prefontaine will bang it ahead. Ocular right wing boards. Gains the red line. Shoots the puck in. Kind of fought off there by Warm, who's able to glove it aside for Robertson. Spun back to the right side for Dohaniak. Lead feed cross ice. McAdoo with a step on the left side. Lets a shot go, and that whistled wide. Puck out to center. A foot race, and Cousins will get to it first deep in the Edmonton zone. Cousins centered, and Ocular was coming in, but McLeod got back to take the pass. Wyatt McLeod, the Edmonton goal scorer, lost the handle. Stringer fell. He'll hold it against the boards. Ocular in trying to dig it loose. Stringer stays with the puck down low. Ocular got it to the middle, and it was out of the reach of Barloggy. Taken by McLeod. He'll bang it to center. Kalen Addison at his own blue line. Lead feed Ocular. Right boards. Pass back to the middle for Polivko. He'll get the red and shoot it in. After it goes Wheatcroft. Puck to the line. Held in briefly, and now Cope will get it for Edmonton out to center. Works it on his backhand deep into the Lethbridge zone. Addison toes the puck to the near side for Polivko. Stretch pass out of the reach of Wheatcroft. Right idea. Just missed the pass, and that'll go the distance for an icing call.
First opportunity of the second period for the Oil Kings, and once again the Hurricanes continue right where they left off in that first period, playing great defensively. Prefontaine and Wilson both converge on Jake Neighbors, who's attacking through the middle of the ice. He tries to kick it to the outside, but the Hurricanes, with perfect sticks defensively, eliminate that 3-on-2 opportunity.
Faceoff will come to the right of Carl Tedachuk. Barloghi will win a draw, and Addison will gain control. The Minnesota Wild prospect will start to center. Backhand pass ahead. Wheatcroft will tip the puck in. Back will go Samuel Stewart. Chipped it to the right boards for Williams. He got pressured right away. Puck moved to the line, held. Cotton with room. He shoots up high, missed the goal. Tried to go high glove on Warm, and it just went high over the goal, and now flipped out to center by Edmonton. Brought in on the right wing by Williams, but on the far side, Atkinson was heading for a change. It was inside the blue, and so a stoppage of play on an offside call.
Seen a few whistles here, not as high tempo and high pace as the opening period so far in the first 3 minutes of this second period. As the Hurricanes, in that opening period, when they were at their best, they were working the puck down low a few times here early in the second period. They've tried to force things to the front of the net. I'd like to see them cycle it down more and be a little more patient.
Face-off in neutral ice, shot in by Edmonton. Leipin had a stick knocked out of his hand by Joe Arnson, and the Hurricanes are going to be shorthanded for the first time tonight as the 16-year-old defenseman is going to head off.
And the Oil King power play goes to work for the first time in this hockey game. We saw the Hurricanes on the power play in the first period. They really struggled to generate anything off their man advantage. The Oil Kings hope that they can switch the tide on that, see if they can maybe generate something on their man advantage.
And so the Oil Kings will win the draw and set up on the man advantage. Pizza Hut penalty kill for the Canes. Here's a chance at the side, swatted away by Tedachuk. McAdoo plays it for Gunther, hard around out of the reach of Sawchuk. And the puck rolls all the way down to the Edmonton blue line. Robertson back to fetch the puck. Matthew Robertson, lead feed for Neighbors. Advanced onto the left side, McAdoo will chip it in. Neighbors goes back to get it under pressure. Puck battle down low. Prefontaine trying to kick it loose. Puck along the boards. Wilson trying to advance it. Now just try to pin it. Running the clock down. Wilson doing a good job in the far corner. Now it comes free. Hall will get it to the line. Held in. Robertson across for Gunther. Snapshot kick to side. Loose puck. Score! McAdoo in front of the power play, and Edmonton has their first lead 2-1.
Well, the Hurricanes did a great job pinning the puck in that corner. They didn't see a great opportunity to clear the zone, so Wilson pins it for probably 20 seconds. Eventually, finally, the Oil Kings dig the puck free. Really a harmless shot from the right flank by Dylan Gunther, but a big juicy rebound off the right pad of Carl Tedachuk right to Ethan McAdoo on the doorstep, and he makes no mistake giving the Oil Kings their first lead of the game.
And so for McAdoo, he continues his point streak now 5 games in a row. 3 goals and 5 assists in that span. As the Hurricanes trail 2-1. Moving back in is Cousins. He'll feed it back to the blue line. Polivko. Puck came outside the line and then he shot it back in. Hurricanes will be forced to tag up. Gunther and Robertson pick up the helpers on the go-ahead goal for the Oil Kings. Puck shot in from center. After it near side is Carter Such. He'll reverse. Polivko gets it on the far boards. On his backhand, tried to clear, glove down. Williams, a snapshot, and Tedachuk will take that up high and cover and hang on.
Good save by Tedachuk there after a little bit of a blunder, or a little bit of a missed save, I guess you could kind of say, from Tedachuk. One he would like to definitely have back, I would think. A little bit of a juicy rebound given up from Carl.
Faceoff will come to the right of Carl Tedachuk. 4.5 minutes gone here in the second period, a 2-1 Edmonton lead. The goal for McAdoo, his 16th of the season. The go-ahead tally. As a puck free to the far side, Sawchuk will shovel it around to the near boards. Gunther works it to the blue line, held in by Cap. He'll force it down the wall, but it's cut off, and Prefontaine will start to center. Works his way to neutral territory and over the line, flips the puck in. Barloghi will pursue down low. Neighbors, number 21, not 22, back there for Edmonton. As a puck free down low, Sawchuk will get it for the Oil Kings, and he'll look up ice. Prefontaine tried to hold it inside the zone but couldn't. Now Wheatcroft after a loose puck. Bounces to the middle. Gunther will turn it forward. Tipped in by Neighbors. Back goes Wilson. Coltrane Wilson trying to pull away. Gets the puck ahead for Davis. He'll just let it go by him and out to center. Schaffler will stride back for Edmonton. Loden Schaffler pass forward on right wing for Dylan Gunther. Lead feed out of the reach of Horseman. Back will go Alex Cotton. Rolling puck, trying to shake free of a forechecker. Cotton works his way to center on the left side. Tapped it ahead for Nash. He'll play the puck in deep. Jones will head in. Shot around by McLeod. A bouncing puck forced past Thurston at the line and deep into the Lethbridge end. Cotton back once more. Tipped ahead to center for Cousins on the right side. Works it ahead, Nash. Back in front, Cousins had his stick slashed. Puck worked back to the blue line. Cotton a quick rip, and that was blocked. Cotton holds right side. Alex Cotton down the boards to the right corner. Nash put in front of the goal. Bouncing, and it comes through to Lipin. And the Oil Kings will transition to center on the right wing. Lipin got stood up. Alistrov follows in and gets the puck. On the right boards, feeds it back to the blue line. Dohaniak snap shot. Gloved down by Tedachuk. Looked pretty awkward making that save, but able to stop it nonetheless. And now some pushing and shoving between Thurston and Lipin. And I think they're both going to go.
They are. Both will head off to the sim bin here. But the Hurricanes, once again, they get some zone time inside Oil King territory and then kind of blindly throw the puck into the slot again. I understand they're really trying to get inside the dots on the Oil Kings defense, but in that opening period, what made them successful was they worked the puck down low, created some zone time, worked the puck from low to high, got some good chances through traffic. They don't need to try and force things to the middle of the ice.
So some offsetting penalties to Jalen Lipin for Edmonton and Trevor Thurston for Lethbridge, and we'll skate 4-on-4 for a couple of minutes, barring anything else, as the Hurricanes control behind their net. Danila Polivko being watched closely by Ethan McIndoe. The Oil King with the go-ahead goal as a pass ahead on the right wing, tipped forward for Addison. He'll gain center and shoot it in. Combites after it, sends it back to Hall. Cross ice, Addison with room, spin move, right circle, try to shake free, leaves Polivko. Waits, pass, Hall, shot, and that went off a stick and wide. Hall after it, right corner. Works it to the middle. Addison lifted the stick of Cope, but couldn't take the puck, and now it's forced back to center. Polivko goes cross ice, right on the tape. Hall will receive. Drops it back to Addison. He'll do the same for Hall. Addison got hit awkwardly at the bench with the door open. Doesn't look like there's any ill effects of that as Davis moves in. Brett Davis stick handles to the net. Couldn't get a shot away. Knocked away by Warm, and Dohaniak will get it on the near side. Good battle by Stringer to steal the puck. Cotton across, pass just out of the reach of Wilson. Now he'll move in. Wilson, backdoor, Davis, stopped by Warm. Terrific save with the blocker. Stringer after it near side. Davis goes behind the net, has Wilson, fires a shot, and Warm reaches out with the blocker hand to stop that one. A couple of beauties by the Edmonton keeper.
What a sequence for Beck Warm. He makes a fantastic save on Brett Davis, who is that close to his second of the game, as the Hurricanes work it out front. Really, for the first time in this game, get a couple of great opportunities inside the defense. They've created chances with traffic in front, but that time was really the first chance in this game. They got inside the Oil Kings defense. Brett Davis gets a great opportunity. He's robbed, and Coltrane Wilson pinching in, robbed as well.
4-on-4 for another 40 seconds. Puck to the front of the net, tipped en route by Cousins, but another save for Warm, and now Edmonton will start to center. Here's Sawchuk picking his way in, got stood up, and the puck cleared back ahead and down to the Edmonton line. Ethan Camp will go back. Now for Sawchuk to the middle for Neighbors. He'll work his way to neutral ice, in over the line, a long shot, punched away by the glove of Tedachuk. Rebound taken by Ocular, and he'll start ahead 2-on-2. Ocular will flip the puck in. Cap stood him up. McLeod will go back to get it. Ocular stapled him down along the end boards. Puck swung around to the far side. Polivko, right wing side, trying to work it deep. Ocular after it. Out of the box comes Lipin and Thurston. Back to 5 aside. Hurricanes still trailing 2-1. Puck behind the net. Cap spun around, played it for Lipin. He'll tap off, and McLeod will start his way forward. A pass for Sawchuk. He'll dump it in. Tedachuk will leave it aside behind the net for Danila Polivko. Pass for Addison. Back Polivko. Quickly back ahead. Addison didn't expect it. Shot from the line, didn't get through. Now it squirts free, and Nash will try and chip it out. Couldn't. Following up is Cousins, and he'll force it to center. Up across the line, Cousins to Wheatcroft, moving in, cutting to the net, and a stick knocked out of the hand of the Oil King by Nash, who was driving the middle lane, and that'll be another slashing penalty to the Hurricanes. 2 in this period, and the Oil Kings scored on the last one.
Well, the Oil Kings now have a great opportunity from what looked like could have been a disastrous end of that first period after the way the Hurricanes started. They were up 1-0, but they failed to capitalize on their own man advantage. Oil Kings come back, get one late in that second period, and have really built a ton of momentum ever since they killed off that Hurricane penalty in the first period, and now have a chance to extend their lead from 1-2.
So a power play goal here in the second period for the Oil Kings have put them in front, and the Hurricanes work on the Pizza Hut penalty kill for the second time, and a clear right away by Ty Prefontaine. Over the last 14 games, the Hurricanes have been killing at an 83% clip, which is significantly better than their season average. As a puck flipped in deep, Prefontaine will go back. Shot around to the near side, Davis after it. Cope held it, and David Cope on the right wing will control. Leaned on there by Wilson. They both fall to the corner. Williams gets the puck and shoots it around to the far boards for Carter Such. Such to the goal line. Alistrov had it knocked away from him by Prefontaine, and getting the puck is Thacker, and he'll put it out to center off the glove of Cap. Williams alertly didn't touch it at center, otherwise it would have been a hand pass. Brought in, but offside by Edmonton on the near boards, and a stoppage with 46 seconds gone on the Pizza Hut penalty kill.
If you can win that first draw in your defensive zone on the other team's power play and on your penalty kill, there's a good opportunity that you're going to kill some valuable power play time for the other team. And the Hurricanes, they did that. They won the opening draw at the start of this Oil King power play. They cleared the puck, and eventually now the Oil Kings kind of struggled for 45 seconds here to get set up.
Here's a puck free, and Polivko will clear it all the way down the ice. Neighbors back, leaves for Robertson, and Matthew Robertson will stretch it forward for Dylan Gunther. Cross ice feed, Neighbors lost the handle and then brought in again offside on the far boards by the Oil Kings.
Hurricanes getting back to what they did well in that first period. They're holding the line not only at 5-on-5, but on the PK here. The Oil Kings have now brought the puck in offside twice on this power play in the last 21 seconds.
Good job by the Hurricanes standing up at the blue line, not really giving them an option on entry. As a faceoff will come outside the Hurricanes' end. Sawchuk against Combites, and Dino wins it clean. Stringer gets the puck on the right wing, worked into the middle. Stringer will start to center. 1-on-4 with a shot, and a glove saved by Warm, who drops it down for Robertson. Matthew Robertson, a pass ahead of the right wing for Sawchuk. He'll backhand it forward, and a good stick there by Prefontaine. Again, the Hurricanes standing up at the line. Puck out of play.
The Hurricanes' defense as a whole has done a great job in this game at standing up at the blue line. But those two out there right now in particular, Coltrane Wilson, Ty Prefontaine, have forced probably 5 to 10 offsides in this hockey game to this point from Edmonton.
Face-off results in a clear as Robertson will go back to get it. 30 seconds left of the power play. Better penalty kill on this one so far as Neighbors stick handles in. Leaves for McIndoe. He'll find the trailer. Sawchuk spins it back. Now for Gunther, right circle. Floats one to the net. That was tipped wide. Prefontaine will get it and rim it around and all the way down the ice.
That time the Oil Kings used their speed on the entry. Got a chance on the shot from Gunther, but a good clear from Prefontaine.
Gunther, one last chance to work in on the power play. Flips the puck to the corner. Sawchuk after it. And the puck forced back to the wall. Prefontaine will get it to the line. Held in. Johaniak floats it in deep. Puck winds up behind the net. Hurricanes kill it off. Nash back to the ice, gets a pass, and starts it forward. Fan on a flip ahead. Now just forces it down to the Edmonton blue line. Johaniak across. Cap's pass went off a shin pad out to center. Stringer will get it for Cousins. Now Ocular moving in. He shoots up high, missed the net. Warm was ducking on that one. As a puck free to the far corner, Stringer digs it loose. Ocular tried to work it to the front. Stringer gets a chance. Couldn't get a good shot away. Now Cousins free left side. Works his way up top. Got wrapped up there by Johaniak. There is a penalty coming. And the Hurricanes, when we come back, are going to head to the power play in hopes of tying the game at 2. 6:29 to go second period. Edmonton 2, Lethbridge 1. You're listening to New Wave Kubota Hurricanes Hockey on 106.7 Rock. Two-one lead for the Edmonton Oil Kings midway through the second period, which is brought to you by McNamara's Flooring Studio, helping you make excellent flooring selections for your home or business. Hurricanes are 0 for 1 on the power play in this hockey game, going to their second opportunity here, trailing by 1 as Dylan Cousins drew a holding penalty just before the break.
Logan Delhanyuk played a fantastic game for Edmonton. He's kind of that shutdown defenseman who plays with Matt Robertson, because Robertson likes to jump up into the play at times. Right there, does a great job at first eliminating Dylan Cousins, but it was that second grab that forced the penalty.
And so the Hurricanes go to work on the power play. Davis broke his stick on the faceoff. Quick work by White to get him a new twig, but a clear by Edmonton. Out of the net is Tedachuk. Forechecking is Keeler. Almost caused a turnover. Now McLeod right side will just pump it in. Addison couldn't stop it behind him. Keeler stays on it down low. Not a great start to the power play. Already 30 seconds elapsed and the Hurricanes still behind their net. Pass ahead for Cousins on the right wing. He'll bolt to center. In on the right wing. Cousins with a dash, cutting to the net. Scores! Solo rush! Dylan Cousins! Tie game 2-2.
If you give Cousins that much space through the neutral zone, chances are, regardless how good your gap is, once he gets inside the zone, that he's going to burn you, and he did that right there. The defenseman was too far back. So much room through the neutral zone given to Dylan Cousins. He makes a move, goes forehand, backhand, 5-hole by Beckwarm and ties the game at 2. Really, the Hurricanes were getting flat out outworked on the first 30 seconds of that mad advantage. Cousins puts the team on his back, takes it all the way from his own goal line and scores.
What a beauty by Dylan Cousins. And the Hurricanes have equalized with a power play goal of their own. 2-2 with 7:45 to go in the second period. Here's a puck brought to center. Horseman will bang it ahead for Alistrov. Tips the puck in. Cotton goes back. Tedachuk will swat it to the far boards. Alistrov stays with it. Comes free for Horseman. Up top, a pass blocked. And Hall will force it out. Davis and Addison draw the helpers on the power play goal by Dylan Cousins. As a puck brought to center, Justin Hall will cut it off. Starts back in, got hooked up, play goes on, bouncing puck inside the line, but it comes out. Thacker will turn it back to his own blue line for Cotton. Cross-ice pass for Kalen Addison, under pressure, trying to shake free of a check. Flips it to the near side, didn't quite get through to the boards, and now it rolls in on Tedachuk, and he'll stop play and get a whistle with just under 7 minutes remaining here in the second period. A tie game, 2-2.
I really like that play by Carl Tedachuk. He could have played it off for Addison, who was alone behind the net, and tried to break it out again, but realized the Hurricanes were kind of running around in their own zone, decides to slow things down, get the whistle, and rely on Logan Barloghi to win the faceoff.
Faceoff will come to the left of Carl Tedachuk, and Barloghi will indeed win the draws. Prefontaine will get it up the boards and down the ice. That'll go a bit too hot down the sheet and be an icing call
Tonight's
against the
second period
Hurricanes
is
with
brought to you by
6:49 remaining.
PuroClean. PuroClean restores the
2013, the
lives and
Hurricanes
properties
lead
of people who
the
experience a
shots.
tragic
2013,
event.
that
At
was a good year, a
PuroClean,
better
we are known
year,
as the paramedics
2010, and of course
property
10
damage
years
and are
ago
ready to
today.
respond day and
Sidney
night.
Crosby scoring the golden goal to give Canada, as Chris Cuthbert said, a once-in-a-lifetime gold medal.
One thing, none of us will forget where we were on that day.
What a night, what a day indeed for the country 10 years ago today. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since that goal.
It really is. It's crazy.
Here's a puck free up the wall, and getting it on the right wing is Williams for Edmonton. Good battle. Wheatcroft in, feeds it back to the line. It's skipped on Davis and goes all the way down the ice. He'll hustle back in his own zone. D for Wilson, spun up the right side. Barloggy sends it back, and now Davis receives a pass at center, trying to bust through the seam. Davis got hauled down. There's going to be a call on the play. Barloggy, after a loose puck, sends it back to the line for Wilson. Tedachuk heading to the bench for the extra attacker, which is Cousins. Wilson going for a bit of a skate. Leaves it back for Kalen Addison. He'll drop Cousins with real estate to center. Cousins on the right wing, pass ahead, Ocular. Up over the line, delayed penalty in effect to the Oil Kings. Cousins trying to pass, cut off by Williams. Didn't make contact, or did he? Yes, he did. They blow it dead. And the Hurricanes, after scoring a power play goal, are going to go back to the power play. A hooking call to Josh Williams.
It's funny how the game has switched both times tonight on power plays rather for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. The first time they failed to score, and the Edmonton Oil Kings took over the game for quite some time. Now they score on their second power play, and they've started to gain some momentum from that man advantage. We'll see if they can take their second lead of the contest right here on this power play.
Canes are 1 for 2 on the man advantage tonight. This will be their third opportunity on the Lethbridge Honda man advantage. 5:51 to go here in the second period.
How many faceoffs have we seen in this hockey game dropped unfairly? Once again, that time Brett Davis gets kicked out of the faceoff dot.
Cousins in to take it and wins the draw. Canes will control and set up. Davis left side. Under pressure closely from Keeler. Davis down the boards, hooks it back to Addison. Kalen Addison walks to the middle. Works down the right side. Stops, top of the circle, feeds it back to Cousins. Now for Davis, left side, looking in front, put it to the front. Bouncing puck, and Lipin will get it. Fan on a clearing attempt. Hurricanes jump on a loose puck. Ocular waiting, feeds it back. Cousins. Cousins to Addison, right circle, walks in, shoots, blocked. And the puck goes behind the net. Looked like it was heading out of play. Didn't quite hit the mesh though. Addison down low trying to work it free. Comes around the boards, knocked down by a high stick, they rule. And this time the play will be stopped and the faceoff will come outside the zone with 1:21 to go in the power play. 5:12 left here in the second, a 2-2 tie.
When you're in these big games, and obviously this isn't a playoff game, but it has that playoff feel, every little detail is so important, and I think that's why we've seen a lot of players kicked out of the faceoff dot. Well, right there, Jalen Lipin fails to clear on the penalty kill. Hurricanes get a good opportunity.
Faceoff to the boards. Wilson forces it in as the second unit comes on for the Hurricanes with 1:10 to work with, and a puck banked to center. Cott will turn it forward for Thacker. Under pressure at center from Neighbors, Thacker will be forced back deep into his own zone. A pass for Wilson. He'll defer to Cotton. Leading point scorer among defensemen in the WHL, starting to center. Cotton to the red, rips the puck in, comes free to the side after Warm couldn't stop it. Bouncing puck on the right wing. Wilson after Hall trying to knock it loose. Good battle. Hall right side had it squirt free. Wilson gains control, feeds the line. Cotton, now Thacker with room. Tried to shoot, rolled off his stick. Combites gets it back. Thacker left boards. 30 seconds left on the power play. Cotton left side, walks into the middle. Alex Cotton surveying. Cotton, short pass. Hall, a shot right on, and Warm through the screen of Combites in front, able to swallow that up. No rebound.
Justin Hall gets 2 opportunities that shift. The first one, I think if he shoots the same way as his brother Adam, he's probably got the Hurricanes out in front 3-2. Beck Warm misplays the puck behind the net, pops in front. Hall doesn't have the right angle because he's a right shot to put it into the empty net. Later on does a great job finding the soft area in the middle of the ice. Gets a good opportunity, but a good save by Beck Warm.
20 seconds left of the power play. Puck down low. Dohaniak shoots it around. Cotton hustling to hold, but couldn't, and it's turned out to center. Kalen Addison backtracking, pass to the middle, Cousins. On the right side, trying to work in a pass cross seam. Cotton will get it and set up. Across Addison, right side, up top, Cotton leans into one, and that was blocked on the way to the net. Cousins left side, power play about to expire. Cousins feeds it down the left boards. Cotton tried to hook it deep, that was blocked. Now comes through to Ocular. Left side, Oliver Ocular works it to the blue line. Cotton, left point wrister, and Warm will gobble that up and stop play and some pushing and shoving in front of the net. Nothing will come of that, I don't believe.
Oil Kings did a fantastic job boxing out Dylan Cousins and Brett Davis in front there on the point shot from Alex Cotton. Cousins and Davis tried to get into the way of Beck Warm, so take away his eyes, and right there, the Oil Kings defense, Dalhanyuk and Robertson do a fantastic job boxing out Cousins and Davis to not allow the perfect screen that they were trying to get.
Face-off will come to the right of Beck Warm. Comes loose. Jones will play it down low for Stringer. Zach Stringer all the way back to the blue line. Polivko. Snap shot. Didn't get through to the net. Bounces to the near boards. Jones after it. Zach Stringer under pressure. Lost it. And David Cope will start it forward. Pass it to the middle. Here's Lipett over the line. Stick handles through. And a good reach there by Arnson to knock the puck to the corner. Joe Arnson after it. Plays it back for Stringer. Chipped up the right side. Hall was cheating. Good work there by McLeod to step in front of him and hold the line. Polivko just got hit hard down low. A little slow to get up after that collision as a puck knocked to the corner. Arnson, fan on a shot around for Polivko, comes loose to the left side for Jones once again. Jet Jones trying to force it up the boards. Neighbors out there. Neighbors getting double shifted as the puck is just chipped out to center ice. Loose inside the Edmonton line. McLeod back, plays it up the wall, bouncing into the middle. Forced to center. Stringer cut it off. Zach Stringer fan on a pass back. Taken by Atkinson, moving it on the right wing. A snap shot, that goes wide of the net. Comes off the glass and all the way out to center. Barloggi tried to slip through, and McLeod ran a bit of a pick and put him out of the play. Buys cap time to go back and get the puck with 2:20 left here in the second, a 2-2 tie. A rolling puck, couldn't be handled there. Brought in on right wing by Davis on a steal. Busting to the net, Wheatcroft, and a good recovery there by Gunther to get a stick of the way on a defensive play for the 16-year-old. Wheatcroft was heading to the net. Here's a puck back to the line. Davis has Wheatcroft heading to the front. Good battle near side between McLeod and Barloggi. Puck fed back up the right side. Davis at the line. Snap shot tipped just wide by Barloggi in front. Puck free down low. Wilson stepped up. Tried to center, blocked. McLeod will get it for Edmonton. Hoists it over the head of everybody and all the way down the ice. Not enough for icing. Good draw weight there as Prefontaine back. Flips it up the glass. Ocular left boards. Gloves it forward. Taken back by Samuel Stewart. 90 seconds to go in the second period. 1-1 after 1. 2-2 late here in the second. Riley Sawchuk leads it forward for Williams. Up across the line. Williams trying to pick in. Williams center. Sawchuk couldn't get a shot. Good stick there by a defender for the Hurricanes. Prefontaine shoots it around. Ocular knocks it down. Has a man rink wide. It's Combites. The pass. Waist height. Good work by Dino to collect it and move in. Robertson stepped in the way of Combites. No call there. Could have been an interference penalty. Here's Cousins on the left side. A minute to go here in the period. A pass comes all the way across. Caught up top. Addison under pressure. Try to shake free of it. Addison slips it down the boards. Sawchuk plays it up the wall. Good poke by Addison to hold it inside the zone. Cousins a steal. Ocular to the net. Cousins centers. Blocked. Didn't get through. Good block there by Robertson. Fed back. Addison. A hot shot tipped wide. Ocular left side gets the puck. Tried to center. Now feeds it back to the blue line. Cotton with 35 seconds left. Backdoor pass. Stopped. Loose in front. And Combites took a swing and a miss on a centering bid. And Edmonton will clear to center. Oh, what a chance.
What a great read by Beck Warm.
Here's a puck inside the attacking zone for the Oil Kings as McIndoe tried a shot. Steered away by Tedachuk. One last rush to center. Ocular. 10 seconds left in the period. Head of a shift. He'll just flip the puck in. Barloggi barrels in. Collides with Dohaniak. Puck sent around to the near side. Cope. He'll flip it out to center. Knocked down by Prefontaine. He'll get it to Hall, and that'll do it for the second period. A power play goal early by McIndoe. A power play goal midway by Cousins. And we are even 2-2 after 40 minutes here at the NMAX Center.
I think
see what the third has in store between these two hockey teams.
We talk about ebbs and flows of junior hockey. This game has had a ton of them to this point. Momentum has gone every which way in this hockey game. It's been a fantastic first 40 minutes. I'm expecting nothing worse in the final 20 minutes.
Canes will skate left to right in their alternate blue jerseys. Here in the third, Edmonton will skate right to left in their road white jerseys, and we're underway with the Oil Kings getting the puck in deep. Wilson will shoot it around the left side. Alex Thacker there, helped by Prefontaine, and the puck comes to center ice. Brought in over the line. Neighbors on the left boards with room. Lets one go. He scores! Jake Neighbors, a howitzer of a wrist shot. 20 seconds into the third, Edmonton pulls in front 3-2.
An unfortunate break for the Hurricanes, which looked like it was going to be a great break as the Oil Kings failed to keep the puck in at the offensive blue line. The puck hops over the stick of the defenseman, goes onto the tape of Dino Combites. If he actually was further up, cherry picking more in the neutral zone, they would have had a clean cut 2-on-1, but instead he accidentally tips it back into his own zone. Oil Kings go to the left side of the ice, and Jake Neighbors with a perfect shot right under the bar, a projected potential first-round draft pick in the NHL this year, and you can see why. What a shot by Neighbors.
Looked like Tedachuk was down a bit early on that. Has 3 goals on 15 shots now for the Oil Kings in this game as they lead it 3-2. As another face-off at center is won by Edmonton, and Roberts will shoot the puck in. Puck free to the far side, comes into the middle for Dylan Cousins. He'll dash to center again. Will he do it a second time? No, Dohaniak got back to knock the puck off his stick. Ocular on the left side got taken into the boards, able to shake free of it. Ocular stays with it. McAdoo, however, plays it up the boards. David Cope trying to advance it. Puck in feet. Ocular forces it free. Stringer on the left boards. Zach Stringer leaned on. McAdoo gets the puck and plays it behind his net for Robertson. He'll chip it up the wall and pass Keeler out to center. Polivko will stride back to get the puck on the left side. Polivko spins it to the near boards for Oliver Ocular. Ocular will go cross ice, and Addison will collect it and go back near boards. Tip to center, poked forward Barloggy, in over the line. Barloggy in, pass Stringer to the net, couldn't get a shot, now he does, and it goes right on the net. Taken back near boards, Stringer under pressure, cycles to the right corner for Barloggy. Sped up the wall, cut off by Sawchuk. He'll put it to the middle, and Neighbors will chip it ahead and give chase. Prefontaine back, Neighbors shakes free to the net, stopped by Tedachuk. Puck free to the corner, Sawchuk will golf it to the near boards. Neighbors up top, McLeod loads, goes cross ice. Schaffler, right circle, his shot blocked and comes out to center. Wheatcroft after it, puck in front of the Hurricane bench. Ocular will force it ahead. Barloggy got it to the Edmonton line. Cut off there, however, by Gunther. Bouncing at the Edmonton blue line. Wheatcroft will send it cross ice. Prefontaine will send it in. Wilson hit a rut and blew a tire and fell on that last sequence as the puck comes to Barloggy. Up top, caught in a drive, and a glove saved by Warm, no rebound.
If there was a WHL skills competition, I'd be hard-pressed to find someone else who can shoot the puck as hard as Alex Cotton when he has the opportunity to really lean into one. He can get all of it right there. He got all of it. Unfortunately, no traffic in front of back Warm. He'll make that save every single time.
Faceoff will come to his left. 2:05 gone in the third period. A 3-2 lead for the Edmonton Oil Kings on a go-ahead goal by Neighbors here early in the third. Sawchuk and Cap the assists on that goal. As the puck shot her out of the right side, Josh Williams will get it and go rink wide. Stewart will chop the puck in. Cotton back to fetch it. Goes left side for Davis. He'll spin it forward for Thurston. Trevor Thurston tried to advance it. Cut off by Such, who pokes it back in. Cotton back to get it once again. Leaves for Brett Davis in his own zone. 2.5 minutes elapsed in the third period. Davis a pass ahead. Barloggy will tip it in. Keens changing. Cap back to get it. Ethan Cap pass forward for Dylan Gunther. He'll spin back at his own zone. 16-year-old phenom up to center. Trying to work it in. Flips the puck deep. Wilson goes back. Hard rim to the near side for Thacker. Could be an odd man rush for the Canes. Pass ahead for Combites. He'll move in. Pass back. Thacker right side. Lost the handle. And it could be now an odd man rush the other way for the Oil Kings. Neighbors on the right side. Moving in a snapshot. And Tedachuk steered that away. Again, awkward on the save as a puck comes free to the near side. Thacker trying to knock it free. Up the boards, Gunther cycles down for Sawchuk. Under pressure, just reverses down the boards. Combites sends it across. Prefontaine on the right wing will get it and advance it. Thacker will tip it to center for Hall. He got pressured on the back check there by Sawchuk. And the leading point scorer for the Oil Kings will just bank it out to center ice. Back goes Coltrane Wilson in his own zone. Addison for Davis. Up to center with speed. Onto the right wing, Nash will kick the puck in. Hurricanes fans wanting a penalty behind the play as Addison was spilt. Now Addison back to it, lays the body on McIndoe, and it could be an odd man rush. Keeler with a man to the net. The pass blocked nicely by Polivko. Puck played to the far corner. Jones after it. David Cope on the right wing. Spun it to the corner. Polivko steps in front of that and cut it off, and now plays it behind his own net for Addison. His pass comes through to center on the right wing. Davis for Nash. Up over the Edmonton line. Forces it down the boards. Robertson plays it across onto the right wing. And Camp will start forward to center. Up comes Alistrov, busting wide. Alistrov spun it back in front. A shot by Lipin, didn't get to the net. Polivko left side. Plays it behind the net, and Alex Kant will get it with 4:30 gone here in the third. Edmonton leading 3-2. Polivko in his own zone goes back behind his goal. Up ahead for Stringer, tapped on for Ocular. Through center ice on the right side, Ocular stops. Tried to pass to the trailer, deflected back to neutral ice. Thurston ahead. Stringer couldn't negotiate that, and now Cotton will stride back in his own zone to fetch the loose puck. A quarter of the way through the third period, Cotton fell down low. Puck taken by Edmonton. A shot by Such tipped, and the puck grazes the mesh above the glass, and that'll cause a stoppage for a whistle.
You touched on it earlier that Addison got upended behind the play inside Hurricane territory. There's a lot of times Kalen Addison really likes to try and sell a penalty, but I thought that time it was a penalty. David Cope really had Addison tied up inside Hurricane territory. There was nothing Addison could really do. Eventually Cope let him go, but I thought it should have been called interference.
Face-off win for Edmonton in the attacking zone. A point shot knocked away by Teddychuk. Puck free to Such, who fires at a blocker stopped by Teddy, and the puck goes out of play.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say in this hockey game, Carl Teddychuk to this point I don't think has had his A game. The second goal, he for sure I think would like to have back a big juicy rebound on really what was a pretty harmless shot. Even the third one you touch on probably was down a little early, and I would have to agree with you on that.
Here's a face-off win for Edmonton. Another shot blocked, and Thacker will force it to the line. Shot in deep. Prefontaine back to get it. Pressured by Cope. Good battle along the boards. McIndoe fell. Prefontaine able to get it ahead. Thacker after it. Couldn't clear. Keeler holds. Backhands it behind the net for McIndoe again. 5.5 gone here in the third period. Hurricanes trailing by 1. Keeler right corner. Spun around there by Combites. Keeler trying to shake free. Just sends it back behind the net. Prefontaine shoots it around. Thacker tipped it ahead. Hall will pursue at center, but McLeod got back to knock it away. Bouncing puck in front of the Edmonton bench, taken by Hall. He'll spin it back right side center for Wilson. Up to the red line. He'll pound it in. Hurricanes will start a change. Edmonton in the midst of one themselves is a turnover behind the net. Barloggi trying to get it back to the line, and the pass was on the wrong side of Addison and all the way down the ice. Hurricanes haven't had much O-time here in the third period. Just one shot through the first 6.5 minutes. Neighbors hit over the line, chips it down the left boards for Sawchuk. Swept away from him by Addison. And Addison will turn on the Jets and start to center. A chip ahead for Wheatcroft. Up over the Edmonton line on the right side. Leaves Barloggi with room. Busting in, he fires. Blocked by Cap. There's a penalty coming to the Oil Kings as Addison was taken in front of the bench. He's slow to get up. Yep. And the Hurricanes are going to head to the power play for the 4th time.
Sorry, Dustin. Behind the play there, Addison was trying to come up the left side wall in front of the bench of the Hurricanes, and he got upended by a high stick of Jake Neighbors. And the Hurricanes will go to their 3rd man advantage of the hockey game. Trying to get this game tied up once again. We'll see. They ruled it a rough, but it appears Addison has a towel on his face, and I think the Hurricanes coaching staff is kind of arguing that maybe it should be a 4, but looks like it'll be just the 2.
With Addison on the bench after that collision, Alex Kant will start on the power play on the number 1 unit with Ocular, Davis, Cousins, and Barloggy, the 4 forwards. And a false draw yet again in this game. We've seen a bunch of those tonight.
Seems like every other whistle we've seen a false draw.
Faceoff will come to the right of Warm. Lethbridge on to power play. Canes are 1 for 3 tonight. The goal by Dylan Cousins back of the second. And Lethbridge will win the draw and set up. Cotton, left point, walks into the middle. Alex Cotton, past Davis, right circle. Up top, Cotton again. Cotton, right side, lets it go. It was along the ice and didn't get through. Now Davis, right board, spun it back, Cotton. Lets it go again, loose in front. Ocular trying to find the handle, couldn't. Comes free, and the Hurricanes are going to get a penalty here.
No, this one's on Edmonton as well.
Is it?
Yep, it's going to be Matt Robertson. I didn't see it, but I saw Carl Tedchuk got in the corner of my eye going off to the Hurricanes bench. So this will be on the Oil Kings, and the Hurricanes will have a 5-on-3 for 1:40. A fantastic opportunity to tie the game here. Got to make sure that they can move the puck around. You don't have to rush it. You got plenty of time here. 1:40 of 5-on-3 time. Make sure you get that right opportunity. No reason to force the issue here.
So the Canes win the draw and set up with a 5-on-3 man advantage. Addison back out, feeds it across. Davis will switch places with him. Davis, Addison, one-timer, bounced wide off a block of Cap. Cousins gets the puck. Low to high, Addison up top gets it. Walking in, Addison, Cousins fires! And a save by Warm, no rebound for Barloggy in front of the net.
Cousins got all of that one-timer too. It wasn't like that was a half shot from Cousins as Addison put it right in his wheelhouse in the left face-off dot. And Beck Warm does a fantastic job to corral that and not allow a rebound off that shot, which really looked like it very well could be a big rebound. And now it appears, I think the Hurricanes are using their 30-second timeout.
A timeout for sure, which is brought to you by Neudorf Plumbing. New builds, renos, or plumbing emergencies, there for you since 1962. Visit neudorfplumbing.ca. Minute 19 remaining in a 5-on-3 power play.
First Choice Savings
for the Hurricanes.
Beck Warm has only made 24 saves in this hockey game, but I think he's been maybe the best player on the ice in this game. The second period, he made 2 fantastic saves, even right there. I know it's not an ideal shot. It's not inside the slot, but it's a one-timer off the stick of probably the best goal scorer in the WHL. And there's not a rebound to be had where it comes off, where it's very easily, a lot of times does come hot off a chest, and right there, no rebound.
Face-off win for the Hurricanes. Addison controls. Lethbridge Honda power play 5-on-3 for another minute 10. Canes trailing 3-2. Davis up top, side of the net pass, right boards Ocular. He'll survey from the corner. Ocular up top for Davis. He'll settle it. Addison's ready. He'll get the pass down the wall for Cousins left side. He'll go for a bit of a loop up top. Cousins across, Addison up top, a pass cut off by Cap, and Cap will dive and force the puck to center. Now Cousins in some trouble, trying to get away. Is Atkinson short-headed? Ocular will come back to the aid of the captain, and now Davis will get it in. Cousins to Davis, right side across, Ocular in, shoots, and a blocker saved by Warm. A terrific stop.
Boy, for being 6 feet tall, he really covers up a lot of that net. Right there, Ocular has it put right in his wheelhouse. Looks as though he's gonna one-time it quickly, decides to hold, makes a great move to move to his left to outweight Beck Warm, and Beck Warm sprawls and makes a fantastic right arm save and knocks it up and out of play. Hurricanes still 35 seconds to go in the 5-on-3.
Face off to the right of Warm, puck to the front of the net, golfed on, but knocked aside. Ocular up top for Addison. He'll set up for Cotton. Midpoint now Addison, right circle. Addison side of the net. Pass disrupted. Davis after a bouncing puck. He'll get it free to the right boards. 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Addison Cotton fires wide of the net. Addison will track after it. 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Addison to the middle, loads and fires. Glove saved by Warm through traffic. And he'll hang on.
I don't think he saw that one, as Justin Hall, or Oliver Ocular rather, was planted right in front of Beck Warm. There was an Edmonton Oil King between Beck Warm and Kalen Addison as well, but puck ends up in his glove, and a big face-off here once again as the 5-on-3 coming to a close.
5 seconds left in it. 25 seconds left in the second power play. Here's Cousins left circle. 5-on-3 is done. Cousins right side. Cross seam. Addison misfired on a one-timer. Now Cotton down the boards. 10 seconds left in the power play. Addison for Cousins. Left circle. Up top. Cotton loads. Won't shoot. Cousins lets it go. He missed the net on the far post. Comes to the line. Cotton hustled to hold. One last chance. Power play done. Cousins down the boards. Spins in the corner. Looking up top. Now works back to the middle. Pass right side for Addison. Dishes off. Short pass. Cousins got hit but stayed on his feet. Neighbors didn't. Puck forced down the boards. After it is McLeod for Edmonton. He's wrapped up by Cousins on the right side. Hurricanes in the midst of a change to get some fresh troops on. Puck free and McLeod will get it and rip it all the way around. That'll go down the ice. No icing as Wilson stepped off the bench too soon. Now Wilson out to get the puck. Lead feed. Stringer couldn't get a touch, and that'll be an icing the other way against the Hurricanes with 10:27 to go in the third period. Canes trailing 3-2.
The Oil Kings did a great job on that penalty kill. Yeah, Beck Warm made a couple great saves, but the Hurricanes really worked it around the perimeter, trying to set up one-timers. But the Oil Kings, they just held their lanes, didn't allow any prime opportunities or chances really for the Hurricanes to move the puck inside the slot.
Face-off win for Edmonton in the attacking zone. Dohaniak left side. He'll look to the net, and a long shot is gobbled up there by Tedachuk. Took that awkwardly in the midsection. Looks like it's a little stung.
Yep. Beck Warm has made probably 5 grade A saves in this hockey game. 2 on that last power play. We saw the 2 great saves in the second period. He's been great in the net tonight for the Oil Kings.
Face off to the right of Carl Tedachuk. 10:20 to go in the third period. Puck shoveled back to the blue line. Edmonton wins the draw. A long shot blocked. Hall tried to force it out. Held by Robertson. Knocks it in deep for Carter Such. Prefontaine cutting it off. Playing in his 250th career game is Ty Prefontaine. Puck taken by Edmonton's Sawchuk. He played in his 250th a couple of weeks ago against Lethbridge. Sawchuk up high. Backhands it down the boards. Taken free and swept away by Hall. He'll reverse. Wilson, look out. Lost the puck. Chance in front of the net. Sawchuk couldn't reach for it. Wilson will get it forward, and the Canes will start with numbers. Barloggy a pass ahead. Hall on the right wing. Forces it to the far corner. Barloggy after it. Stringer hard to it. Far boards as well. Puck battle in feet. And Gunther will reverse across near side for Robertson. He'll get it and hoist it to center ice. Falls behind Polivko. Racing in is Sawchuk, a shot, and that went off a stick and wide. Hall will take it to the right boards over halfway through the third period. The Canes down a goal. Stringer leaves. Hall takes. Moves in. Shoots. Glove saved by Warm. Might have been going wide, but he takes no chances. The 30th shot of the game for the Hurricanes, but they trail 3-2. You're listening to New Wave Kubota Hurricanes Hockey on 106.7 Rock. 3-2 lead for the Edmonton Oil Kings midway through the third period, which is brought to you by Subaru of Lethbridge. Book your Forester test drive today. Shop online, SubaruofLethbridge.com. 9:16 to go here in the third period. Hurricanes have really come on in the back half of this period, or the back half of the first half of the period, I guess, the last 5 minutes.
Interesting to see if they have more resiliency in them. We've seen them show lots of that this season, but after failing to score on a lengthy 5-on-3.
Here's a shot off the post from the line by Ocular. That was close to being a tie game. Here's a puck free to the right corner. Ocular will get it right side. Looking in front, goes to the blue line, Addison. Back Ocular, right side boards. Up top, Addison. Quick shot, knocked down. And Stringer couldn't find the handle on a loose puck. Edmonton will get it, and Cope will start to center ice. Up across the line, Addison. Good work there defensively to step in and take the body. Puck stays along the boards. McIndoe will swing it down low for Cope. Little touch for Keeler with a shot, and that goes off a stick and out of play. With 8:38 to go here in the third period, Edmonton leading 3-2.
I've really liked the Hurricanes game to this point. I think even though it's a 3-2 hockey game and there's plenty of time left for the Hurricanes to come back in this game, it really seems like, at least to this point, it's one of those games they really have deserved a better fate to this point. We'll see if they can find some more resiliency and tie this game.
Face-off win for the Hurricanes. Polivko tried to send it up the boards, but it was knocked down by Williams. Bouncing puck, he'll swat it in. Carter is such behind the net. After it is Thurston for Lethbridge, and he'll come up with it. Up the glass, all the way down the ice, a bit too hot, and that'll be an icing call against the Hurricanes.
Well, earlier in the contest, in the opening period, the Oil Kings killed off a 5-on-4 Hurricane power play and really seen the game momentum off of that. Well, the Hurricanes, they come right back after failing to score on that 5-on-3 and still come out with a lot of energy and get a couple opportunities in front of Beck Warm. Bounces don't go their way. One goes off Stringer and just wide.
Face-off will come to the left of Carl Tedachuk. 8:20 to go in the third period. Bouncing puck loose in front. Gunther trying to get a stick free for a shot, but it was swept to the boards. Stewart plays it in deep. Thurston will send it around left side, and Thacker will tip it to the line, held in. Sacha for Neighbors. He'll shoot, blocked by Thurston. Puck to the far corner. Thurston over to check Neighbors, who took Thurston down, and now the puck fed up the boards and out to center. Hall will advance. For Thacker, spun it into the middle. Combites gets a shot to the pad, saved by Warm. 31 shots now for the Hurricanes. A backdoor feed by Wilson was off the mark, and Gunther will get it for Edmonton and send it ahead. Off the stick of Neighbors, brought back in on a steal. Wilson tried to thread it through. Thacker goes round the net. Alex Thacker shielding the puck, centered in front, and Warm at the side will cover up his 30th stop of the night.
Saw Danilo Polivko out there on that last pairing with Trevor Thurston.
And delivery.
And you got
fast, fun, and stress-free.
And
Offering top-rated services and customer care.
Comes out onto the ice with Alex Cotton. A lot of times when the Hurricanes are trailing late in hockey games, Brent Kissio really tries to get Cotton and Addison out there together as much as possible, see if they can create opportunities and fend off one another.
110 points combined between Kalen Addison and Alex Cotton with their points tonight. Addison a helper and Cotton a helper in this contest. Hurricanes trailing 3-2 with 7:33 to go in the third period, and a face-off win. Too clean though by Davis. It split the defense and goes all the way down the ice. Cotton back to get it in his own zone. Behind his net, he'll set it up. Hurricanes leading the shots 31-20 in this game, but trailing 3-2. Here's a puck free on the right wing side, turned back by Davis, and Addison will go cross ice for Cotton. Back for Kalen Addison, trying to wind it up. Addison starts to center on his backhand, flips it in. Addison will give chase. Hard to it, shovels it to the right corner for Barloggy. Logan Barloggy under pressure, helped by Wheatcroft. Puck back, Barloggy again. Sends it back to the line. A shot, scores! Brett Davis tipped it in, and the game is tied 3-3.
What a fantastic redirect by Brett Davis, and a great look from Logan Barloggy. He's behind the net, he's tied up, there's no way he can move his feet and avoid the oncoming Oil King defenseman who has him tied up. He hits the right point, somehow finds the energy to get it all the way back to the line. Cotton takes the shot with Davis planted in front, gets a redirect on it, and ties the game at 3. Every single time this season, we've had some late game drama between these two teams at the MMAC Center, and here we are once again tied at 3.
Davis's second of the game, 25th of the season. He now has 16 goals in 15 games with the Hurricanes. And this game is tied at 3. Here's a puck free left side. Robertson will send it ahead and a tip in by Gunther. Back goes Prefontaine, hard around on the left side. Should mention the 93rd career goal for Brett Davis. Here's a puck sent ahead for Stringer on the right wing. Lead feed, Ocular will lift the puck in. Cotton, Barloghi, the assists on Davis's 25th. Second of the night. 8 goals in his last 4 games as Sawchuk picks in, and Stringer got back to take it away. Under pressure on the right side, Alistrov had it poked away from him, and Stringer just flipped it up the boards. Maybe should have taken an extra peek there as he had more time than I think he thought. As a puck to the blue line, forced out by Alistrov. Cotton, left boards, bouncing puck comes to the middle. Alistrov will force it in over the line. Polivko trying to pivot away. Played it up the boards. Atkinson will just turn it back in, and Cotton will take it behind his net. Pass near boards. Polivko a bank forward. Cut off by McLeod. He'll lift it in. And now Polivko will take it. Danila Polivko with 5.5 to go in the third period. Lead feed right on the tape. Hall will start to center. Moving it on the right boards. Justin Hall leaves. Barloghi takes. Pass in front to hit the skate of Wheatcroft. And deflects to Alistrov, who gets it forward. Here's Atkinson in on the right wing. Atkinson fires at a blocker save made by Tedachuk. Wheatcroft will transition with speed. Up to center. Throws on the brakes and dumps it in to start a change for the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes fans were all getting excited, telling him to go, but he was at the end of a long shift.
Here's a puck played ahead for Liam Keeler through center for Edmonton. Over the line, got kind of tapped and lost the handle. Now the Canes transition once more. Thacker in over the line. He got stapled there by Robertson. Keeler goes back to get it, played it up the boards. Bouncing puck at the line, brought in. Thacker after it couldn't negotiate it. Cope will spin it out. Wilson gets it forward. Thacker in his feet, pressured by Robertson. Forced ahead, and the puck comes to Polivko. Chipped it off the glass and all the way down the ice. Back goes Samuel Stewart. Ocular right on him. Puck free to the near boards, swung up the wall, and McIndoe will just lift it out to center. Cousins will defer to Polivko, who goes back to get it. Danila Polivko turns back in his own zone, sends it off the base of the net, stolen and centered. Hurricanes in some trouble here, but Cousins able to get control. His pass knocked down by Sawchuk. Top line out for Edmonton against the top line for the Hurricanes. Here's a puck free along the boards, flipped ahead, trying to go to the line with Neighbors, but the puck goes out of play with
Royal
1 tick
Taxi
less
and the Lethbridge
than
Hurricanes ask all
4
fans
minutes
to
to go
please
here
not drink and
in
drive.
period
Call
number
Royal
3, a
Taxi tonight
3-3 tie.
at 328
Key thing
53
to that
33.
puck going out of play was it did in fact go either off the glass or an Edmonton Oil King defender. So no penalty issued to the Hurricanes, and with 3:59 to go in this third period, a crucial defensive zone draw that will be taken once again by Logan Barloghi.
Faceoff will come to the right of Tedachuk, a tie-up, and Edmonton controls. Here's a puck free to the corner. After it is Wilson trying to play it ahead. Prefontaine in there trying to disrupt Sawchuk. A quick shot by Neighbors, and that almost fooled Tedachuk. Able to stop it though, and Prefontaine gets the puck and lays it ahead. Knocked down by Wheatcroft. He'll move in on the right wing. Wheatcroft delays, got pushed off stride, and Edmonton will counter back. Neighbors are up over the Hurricane line. Moving wide on Prefontaine. Neighbors centered, and a good recovery by Prefontaine to block the pass. Davis will chip it up the boards and down the ice. Robertson striding back in his own zone. Fed ahead on the left boards, bouncing puck into the Lethbridge end. Cousins will negotiate the pass. Stringer up ahead for Ocular, bouncing puck at the linesman's skate. And now Cott will send it across to Addison. Just over 3 minutes to go. Addison stick handles to the Edmonton line. Pass across, comes off the boards. Cousins pressured, and look out, 2-on-1 for Edmonton. Alistrov in, slows, Alistrov scores! Vladimir Alistrov, and it's 4-3 Edmonton.
Addison was getting on his horse as much as he could to try and get back and intercept that 2-on-1. Unfortunately, Cotton blows a tire. Alistrov picks the short side corner on Tadchuk, and it's a 2-1, or on the 2-on-1. The Edmonton Oil Kings retake the lead and make it a 4-3 hockey game.
Alistrov's 18th of the season. And Edmonton indeed back ahead with under 3 minutes to go here in the third period. There's a puck down low. Edmonton 4 goals on 23 shots in this game. Bouncing puck at center. Justin Hall works to the Edmonton line, but knocked away. Now Thacker on a steal forces it in. Combite's moving it on the right wing. Goes around the net. Combite's after it. In a battle, puck free along the wall. Thacker trying to knock it loose. Combite's got taken to the boards by McLeod. Camp will take the pass. Held in. Here's a chance for Hall. To the net. Backhander stop. Loose puck. And a great save by Warm on a second chance for Hall. And now some rough stuff. Combites and McLeod into it in front of the net.
Boy, I thought there was no way that Justin Hall could pull that puck around the Edmonton Oil Kings defense and still get a shot on net, or a quality shot on net, and he does just that. Great hands in tight by Justin Hall. Has all the time in the world to shoot the puck, makes a great move inside out on the Oil Kings defense, pulls it to his backhand. Beck Warm makes a great first save. Justin Hall sticks with it, gets a great opportunity, tries to elevate the puck over the left arm of Beck Warm, and Warm makes a fantastic second save as well. He's been outstanding in this hockey game for the Oil Kings. 31 saves, many of them large. As a puck free in the corner after a face-off win, Cousins will feed it back. Empty net for the Hurricanes. Cotton, right side. Hurricanes with the empty net and the extra attacker trying to look for an equalizer with 2 minutes to go in the third period. Stringer in the right corner. Got leaned on. Ocular gets the puck. His pass to the line disrupted. Neighbors will dig it loose and start to center. Neighbors empty net bid, and that goes wide of the net. Addison back to get it behind his net. Fell, able to swing the puck free. Cousins finds the loose disc. He'll start to center with a $1:40 left. Cousins on the right wing moving in. He'll flip the puck in deep. McLeod will go back to get it behind the net. Cousins after it, side of the net. Stringer tried to pull it out in front but couldn't find the handle, and now Robertson will bang it up the wall, held by Stringer. He got taken down. A pass cross ice by Cotton, missed. And now Addison at center will have to regroup once again. 1:20 left. Ocular left side goes for Stringer. He'll backhand the puck in. Sawchuk will go back for Edmonton. Sends it around to Robertson. Chipped it up the glass. Neighbors knocks it down on the near boards. Addison over to check him. Davis there as well. Puck free. Addison knocks it back. Ocular. Right point spinning. 1 minute to go in the third period. The Hurricanes trail by 1. Addison right point across. Cotton wires one. He scores! Alex Cotton's done it again. Might have been tipped en route, but we're tied at 4. That looked identical to the tying goal we saw in the MMAC Center last time these two teams met. Alex Cotton again, just inside the blue line on the left-hand side. Addison puts it on absolute platter for him, and Alex Cotton blows it by Beck Warm through traffic, top corner, tie game. This team, the resiliency they have is unbelievable, and once again they do it again, and sure enough, we're tied at 4.
53 seconds left. I think Stringer might have tipped it in front of the net, but the Hurricanes, regardless, have tied the game. Here's a puck battle on the left side. Fans try to cheer the Hurricanes on after they've tied it for the third time. Here's a puck free on the left boards, and Barlagi will turn it out to center. Hall will get it to the red, and Cap will send it back in. Tedachuk will glove it down and drop it aside for Wilson. On the left boards, Wilson sends it forward, knocked down by Williams. He'll put it back to the front, knocked to the corner by Prefontaine. Puck battle along the side, worked up the boards for Hall. He'll get it out to center. Hall will work it to the Edmonton line and force it in with 10 seconds to go. Shot around to the near side. Addison and Cotton pick up the helpers on a goal by Zach Stringer to tie the game at 4, and we will go to overtime.
I don't know what more you could ask for in this hockey game. The Hurricanes down 3-2. They fail to score on a lengthy 5-on-3 advantage in the third period. They find a way still to stick with it. They do a great job. Brett Davis tips one home. He's been Mr. Clutch ever since coming over from the Red Deer Rebels. They fall down by a goal once again with under 3 minutes to play, and they find the resiliency once again, dig deep, and Zach Stringer this time is the hero on a perfect redirect on an absolute bullet from Alex Cotton. And once again, the Hurricanes find a way, earn a very valuable point. Unfortunately, they won't be able to gain 2 on the Oil Kings, but I think the main thing at this point is make sure you can stay ahead of Medicine Hat and Calgary and have that home ice advantage. Well, that's a huge point right there to come back not once but twice in this hockey game. Well, 3 times if you include the second period. And they do that here and manage to get a point. We'll see who can come away with the extra one.
My goodness, you talked, the one word in all that you said that stands out to me is resiliency. This team never goes away.
No, and you're down by 1 goal, not once but twice in the third period. Okay, you're whatever, that's okay, but the fact that they're doing it against the best team in the WHL right now says a lot about this team. They're such a young group, and the fact that all season long they have found a way to have this resiliency just shows a lot about this group, and we'll see. I mean, whoever stayed till the end of this hockey game, the people who left early, you definitely missed a heck of a finish so far, and we're not even done yet, but a heck of a finish through 60 minutes of hockey. But now we go into overtime where it's always the exciting 3-on-3.
Overtime will be presented to you by DA Building Systems, your local source for custom manufactured steel buildings. The Hurricanes this season in games decided in overtime have posted a 4-2 record, 5-7 this year when they go to extra time. They will switch ends, long change in overtime. Canes will go right to left in blue. Edmonton left to right in white. Cousins, Davis, and Wilson start for Lethbridge. Atkinson, Williams, and Robertson start for Edmonton. And we're underway in overtime with the Hurricanes getting first possession after winning the draw, and Cousins will receive a pass in his own zone. Dylan Cousins looking up ice. He'll spin back. He has 1 career overtime winner. Davis will get it and start to center. Has 2 tonight. Plays it off onto the left side for Wilson. Stops along the boards, pressured by Robertson. Davison trying to knock the puck free. Wilson there as well. Puck comes loose, and now Williams will get it for Edmonton and look up ice. Up to center comes Williams. Works his way to neutral ice, picks his way in, but got stood up, and now the Hurricanes will transition. Here's Ocular, but leaned on there by Williams. And the puck free for Robertson again. 35-24, the Hurricanes lead the shots. 4-4 tie in overtime. Robertson down the right side trying to get to the net. Stopped by Tedachuk, and the puck poked forward. Ocular will get it and start to center. Under pressure, got wrapped up there by Robertson. Ocular able to shake free of it. Works it into the middle. Addison with time, trying to get it to the front. Rolling puck through, and Warm will pounce on it and cover up. My goodness, Robertson was all over Ocular up ice.
Yeah, that was very close to being a penalty. I think if it's in the second period, that might very well get called. But the officiating crew gave the Hurricanes a lengthy 5-on-3 in that third period. I know you don't like to say that that's part of the reason that might not have been called, but it really feels like to me that very well could be part of the reason it wasn't.
Robertson was like fleas on the back of a dog on that rush up ice as Edmonton will win the draw. Dohaniak will get it ahead of the right wing for Riley Sawchuk. 2-on-2 to center. Lead feed for Gunther. He'll work in, but it's a delayed offside. Cotton will wind back to get it. 3 assists for him tonight. Up to 63 points on the year. Cotton will start to center. In across the line. Cotton goes wide. Steered to the end boards with authority by Dohaniak, and now Edmonton will transition. Here's Sawchuk up across center. over the the Hurricane line, a poke away and a lookout 3-on-1. Wilson with Cousins, the trailer Barloghi. Wilson delays and centers, and it went off at Edmonton's stick, and now a chance the other way. Cap trying to pull forward, but Wilson got back to take it away. Cousins over the line, got leaned on, and the puck taken back by Edmonton as Lethbridge will change with 2 minutes elapsed in overtime. Hurricanes 4, Oil Kings 4. Atkinson moving through center, up across the line, spinning on the left boards. Atkinson forced back out. Addison over to check him. Puck comes free. Alistrov right wing. He'll drop it back for McLeod. Wyatt McLeod has a goal tonight. He'll start forward to center, up across the Hurricane line, moving wide. Stops along the left side. McLeod up top. Little touch pass for Atkinson. Alistrov will go back behind the net. Atkinson will start back out to center. All the way back down to his own blue line, halfway through overtime. Pass ahead to center. McLeod will lead the rush. Up across the blue. Spin move right side. Goes cross ice. Williams had it skip over him. And now Williams will work back. Edmonton 3 or 4 times has been nearly caught with too many men, but no calls coming from either referees. Fans voicing their displeasure. Neighbors moving in on the left side. Pass to the front. Blocked. Combites will knock it to the corner. McLeod will find it though. Centered it across. Blocked away by Tedachuk. McLeod will get it back left side and he'll just push it out to center for Williams.
That was a good 5 seconds of too many men there for Edmonton.
Here's Williams swooping back at his own blue line with under 2 minutes to play in overtime. Williams to center, trying to bust in. Williams dishes off. Great save, Tedachuk. Oh, he stopped Neighbors point blank. His best stop of the night. Keeps the game alive. Now Addison will set it up in his own zone and play it off for Hall. 90 seconds left in overtime. Hall will await as the Hurricanes change. Justin Hall behind his net starting out. Drops it off. Cousins under pressure. Gunther steals out of the backhand. Couldn't get a shot away. Now Cousins overskated it. Gunther moving in. Gunther centers and a great back check by Cousins to disrupt the stick of Sawchuk. Robertson at the blue line, and he'll wind back to center with just over a minute to go in overtime. Sawchuk cross ice. Robertson in on the left side, moving wide on Hall. Robertson, backhander, stopped by Tedachuk. Minute to go in overtime. Hurricanes can't seem to get up ice. Edmonton has controlled the last couple of minutes here in overtime. They continue to work down low. Cotton tried to knock it loose. Sawchuk feeds it back. Cap forced out to center. Ethan Cap with 40 seconds left in overtime. Pass ahead on the right wing for Sawchuk. Tried to lay it ahead, but cut off. Cousins, breakaway in overtime. Dylan Cousins put it wide on the backhand. Now centered, and Hall couldn't get it. It was blocked. Cousins tried a backhand move. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. Neighbors on the right wing, moving in. Drop pass. Sawchuk misfired. Wilson ran into his own goalie and fell, and now Ocular will get it. 15 seconds left in overtime. Ocular with a dash to center, up across the Edmonton line. Moving in, he'll spin, dishes off. Cousins offloads. Addison. Ocular fires. He put it wide, and this game will go to a shootout, tied at 4.
Well, you're not going to get much more of an entertaining hockey game than we have witnessed. Unfortunately, it's going to have to end in a shootout. But in that OT, first off, Dylan Cousins saves the goal on a fantastic back check in which he had no energy left. A 2-on-1 for Sawchuk and Williams that looked to be an absolute clear-cut 2-on-1. Cousins gets on his horse after getting a breakaway at one end, gets on his horse, back checks to get back, does a great job going through the middle lane, eliminates the 2-on-1 opportunity for the Oil Kings, saves a goal. And Oliver Ocular in the dying seconds has the puck on his stick and the game on his stick for a one-timer, just missed the top corner. And this game will be settled in a shootout, but Carl Tedachuk, he would probably tell you himself, he hasn't had his best stuff tonight, but when you're having a bad game, it's important to make saves at key moments, and right there, he makes a big save, obviously at a key moment in overtime. His best save of the game, point blank off Jake Neighbors. Fantastic save by Carl Tedachuk. Well, and the fact that there wouldn't be a shootout is even more satisfying for me, because we've talked about against so many teams this year how great a playoff series would be, but that's really the bonus we have of the WHL this year. And in particular, if you compare it over the years even against the other major junior leagues in Canada, because a lot of the time, the top teams in the OHL and QMJHL, they do so good, in my opinion at least, in the Memorial Cup because they really get 2 free passes in the first 2 rounds a lot of the times because they just load up, which is, I guess, good for their league in a sense. But whereas a lot of times the WHL teams, they get to the Memorial Cup and they're so beat up because they play grueling 7-game series, and it's the same instance this year, I think, in the WHL, where we're going to see so many good series in the playoffs that by the time the WHL teams are to get to the Memorial Cup, they might not be out of gas once again.
No kidding. I'm a firm believer, and you can call me biased, but of course working in the WHL, I get to see it every single night. But in my opinion, the WHL is as close to the National Hockey League for a developmental league that you can get in terms of the travel, in terms of the intensity, in terms of the parity. You're right, the OHL, the QMJHL, you have 3 or 4 super teams and they just roll through the playoffs. In the WHL, it is an absolute dogfight just to get to the playoffs.
Well, and we touched on off the top tonight, is there a team in the Eastern Conference you could say that really has no chance at going to the WHL final? Like we said, maybe Saskatoon, or I said that, and you look at their team, they got a pretty good defense, they got a heck of a goalie, and you never know if they can find a way to score goals. It's just this, the WHL, we've said so many times, there's so many good teams, and it's awesome that we get the parity and see it on every night.
So this game will be decided in a shootout, tied at 4 after 65 minutes. Shootout brought to you by Pet City, providing quality play care for your dog. 380-4922 you can call to reserve. Brett Davis will lead us off here in the shootout. 1 for 3 this season, 5 for 13 in his career. 2 goals in regulation. Moving it on warm. Davis scores!
Great move by Brett Davis. He slows it down, kind of wiggles his way into the zone, goes forehand, backhand. I like that Brent Kissio goes with the hot hand right there, and although it won't get credit for a hat trick, his 3rd time he's beat Beck Warm in this hockey game.
Speaking of the hot hand, Dylan Gunther, the 16-year-old, right to left on your radio, moving in on Carl Tedachuk. Gunther delays and stopped by Tedachuk. Kept it out with the left pad.
I know Carl's been beat a lot of times this year in the shootout 5-0. Gunther probably had a book on him there, tried to sneak it through the 5-0, but really all he had to do was elevate that puck. Tedachuk was down on his stomach, tried to go 5-0. Tedachuk shut the door.
Alex Cotton will shoot now. 3 assists in regulation, 0 for 1 in his career. Picks up the puck at center, comes in on the right side. Cotton in on goal. Deeks scores! Canes up 2-0 in the shootout. Tedachuk can win it here.
Wow, what a move by Alex Cotton. Kind of a bold strategy, Cotton, I guess, to try and pull it back to the forehand there. He fakes backhand. I really thought he had no room to pull that forehand. Sure enough, he does.
Neighbors to extend it. Tedachuk to win it. Canes win! Canes win! In a shootout, wouldn't you know it? Comeback fashion. They knock off the Oil Kings.
Well, come playoffs, I don't know if you're going to see many better finishes than we just saw. I know the playoffs is a whole different ball game, but that was a heck of a hockey game. Comebacks galore, 1-goal game the entire hockey game, and the Hurricanes, the resiliency they show, not only it just earn a point there to come back twice in the final 7 minutes of this hockey game to tie it, and then they find a way in the dreaded shootout, which for them this year has not been their forte. Sure enough, tonight it was. Fantastic stuff from the Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes this season have 2 shootout wins, both of them in comeback fashion against the Edmonton Oil Kings.
Tonight's third period summary, shots on goal brought to you by Banditos. Shots on goal in the game, the final total of 35-24 Hurricanes. In the third period, it was Neighbors' 23rd of the season from Sawchuck and Cap to make it 32 at 20 seconds. Davis, the second of the game, 25th of the season from Cotton and Garlagamy at 13:04, tied the game at 3-3. Alistroff, his 18th of the season, unassisted at 17:07, made it 4-3. And then at 19:06,